You actually made it. Welcome. Welcome to the launch of 365 Revolutions. This is a book I've been working on for 4 years. It started in a yoga studio around 5 a.m. in the morning on March 1st, 2016. And as I sat on my mat thinking about what I was going to write, it kind of just occurred to me right at that moment that I wanted to write a piece that would challenge people and also create a safe sanctuary for them. And when I mean people of every different background and ilk, race, ability, gender identity. And the only way I felt like I was going to do that is to write each poem in persona with different voices and different demands and different anthems and different calls for liberation, so that anyone that heard these poems would feel that they belonged in this room. That's not something that often happens in a lot of spaces, including yoga spaces, and we've got to do something about that. The deaths of George Floyd, Manuel Ellis, Breonna Taylor, and so many others have just been the latest call for us to collectively work for justice and to bring that into our practice, into our daily lives. 365 Revolutions is one tool amongst many that can help in that respect, and it can become a personal relationship between you as a listener or as a reader and the practice itself. The poems are inspired by 52 yoga poses, with each pose generating 7 poems. So every pose generates a week worth of poetry. And I've enlisted some incredible voice artists from a variety of backgrounds, and still doing that right now, that are reading these poems and bringing their own life experiences into them. This costs some money. It costs money for me to pay my voice artists to do this work. I have a wonderful illustrator and a book designer that are involved in this project now. I have a website that I can send you to, which is included in this Patreon profile, and need your help in launching this. But as much as I need your help, I also want to provide a tool for you every day, so that if you are interested in or practice yoga, you will hear a poem every day of the year to help ground you either into your own life experience or thinking outside of your own skin in terms of the perspectives of others. This is by no means a work that is definitive. I realize the limitations of my own lived experience as a straight white male, but I'm a playwright, I have imagination, and I have a wide bevy of friends and people that I care about, and I've tried to imbue and bring them onto this platform. I'm also really committed to making sure that many artists benefit from this project, including many artists of color, if not predominantly artists of color, that have allied with me and are partnering with me to bring this to life. You come in as both a Patreon potentially of this, and also will have the opportunity to read, listen to, and experience this poetry as we build it into these platforms. The first 2 platforms being a wonderful book, which will really feel good in the hand and is going to be designed by a good friend of mine, Marcela Soto Ramirez, and also be designed for graphic arts through Lovetta Reyes Cairo. So these are just a couple of the artists that are involved in this, along with a wonderful voice artist. I have a website that you can go to find out more about the project, and I would love for you to join as a Patreon supporter. And what we can offer in return is a visit with at least a couple of poems every week, as well as listening to the voice recordings as they're completed and become a part of the audio family. Thank you for coming here, for being curious, and thanking you in advance for thinking about what role you and I can play together to create the kind of a world that we want our kids to grow up in. The kind of a world where everyone, regardless of their identity, their race, their background, feels valued, feels like they belong. We can create a room like that. This is the kind of room that we want to create for generations to come. And we all have a role to play. This is my small role in that, and I am joined by a growing family of others, hoping you can become a part of that extended family. Thanks. You'll be hearing more from us. You'll be hearing poems. You'll be seeing illustrations. And if you become a patron, we hope that we fill your life and heart with some of these works, and also call you, as well as the rest of us, to action, to doing those small things and large things that are going to make this into the kind of world that we all want to live in. Thanks, and I look forward to hearing from you.